My mission is to review The Foreigner, starring Jackie Chan and Pierce Brosnan. Wait a minute. What? Huh? I'm doing the James Bond thing. Pierce Brosnan's in this. It's not an action movie? What? It's a political thriller? But Pierce he's not in any action scenes? But Jackie Chan's in it. It's gotta be... Oh, shit. Hey
everybody, welcome back to another episode of Cavanaugh's Corner. I'm Andrew Cavanaugh. Just wanted to say thank you for coming back to the channel. Today I'm all decked up in my I'd say James Bond GoldenEye outfit, I guess you could kind of call it. But basically I'm wearing this today because I'm going to be talking about The Foreigner, which is the new action/political thriller from director Martin Campbell, who also did Casino Royale, GoldenEye with Pierce Brosnan, and also Edge of Darkness, which is a really underrated Mel Gibson film I really enjoyed. It came out a few years back. But as I said, The Foreigner is first and foremost a political thriller. I kind of went into this movie expecting an action movie, and sadly, it is not an action film. It does have some action in it, but it's first and foremost a political thriller. So if you go into this movie expecting scene after scene of action, you're going to be woefully disappointed. There are some really good action scenes in this film, but it is first and foremost not an action film. So please, if you do go see this movie, please keep that in mind. But for what we get, Jackie Chan is still absolutely phenomenal in this movie. He's still got it, and he is still very watchable. I will say, the scenes where he does have to do some pretty serious acting, he does a really good job in this movie. The plot of the film, and I'm not spoiling anything here, so you don't have to worry about me spoiling the film. This is just the opening, part of the film, is that Jackie Chan's daughter is killed in a bombing by this terrorist group, and the terrorists are proclaiming they're part of the IRA. And it's really the whole point of the movie is Jackie Chan is trying to find the people that are responsible for the bombing, and Pierce Brosnan is I guess you say a dignitary to Ireland. He's kind of I'd say, most likely, I'd say he's kind of like a statesman for Ireland, and he really is the guy that is working with the British government to try and find who these bombers are, and he really does have access to information, but he's not willing to give that information up for certain reasons, and that's where you get the intrigue of the movie. And as I said, Jackie Chan is great as this grieving father who is really secretly a badass. And as the movie goes on, you find out more and more about how badass he really is. And it's great watching him progress through all these stages of grief and finally just saying, you know what, I'm going after these guys. And when he finally does, it's outstanding. But basically, his part is to really egg on Pierce Brosnan to reveal who these bombers are. And it's outstanding because Pierce Brosnan's character in this is a very morally gray character. His morality is very, very gray. And I love seeing that kind of performance from Pierce Brosnan. I love Pierce Brosnan. He is a phenomenal actor when he's given something good to do. And this is the best damn performance he's had in 20 years. He is outstanding. I really liked him in The November Man, but that was also a very cold part. Brosnan's character in this is very serious, and he gets pissed in certain scenes, and I love seeing Pierce Brosnan just get rip shit at people. He just delivers an outstanding performance in this movie, and I love seeing him scream at people. I don't know why. I don't think he really got to do that enough in the Bond movies. He was kind of one of those guys that As James Bond, I really loved his look as James Bond, and I loved him in GoldenEye, which is funny because it's the same director as this movie. But other than GoldenEye, I really didn't think he was given a lot to do as James Bond. And in this, they really let him run the gambit of emotions in this film, and he does a great job. I love his performance in this movie. And really, Jackie Chan and Pierce Brosnan are really the two reasons to see this movie, because the rest of the movie is a lot of people talking on phones. And again, not going to spoil anything for you, but really, there is a shit ton of people talking on phones in this movie. And don't get me wrong, you can have a movie where characters talk on the phone for a long period of time, and it's great. This movie has almost too much of that. And I will tell you, if it wasn't for a script that was really well written, all the talking on the phone in this movie would have gotten really boring. But it's actually a pretty interesting film. And the political intrigue that happens during the course of the film really entertained me. I actually liked it. My only gripe is that I wish there was more action. And the action that you get, even though it is really well done, I just think it was lacking just a little. I kind of wish there was just one more action scene in this film. It felt like it was missing something. And as much as I enjoyed the movie and I loved the action scenes that were there, I just wish there was just a tiny bit more, because they really are marketing this movie as an action film. And it's totally not. It's not an action film. It feels more like a Tom Clancy type movie. Kind of like, Clear and Present Danger. It kind of had that vibe, where it was more about the political intrigue than it was about the action sequences. And I'm cool with that. I enjoyed this movie. I really did. And also, I think Martin Campbell's direction is why this movie works so damn well. He is a phenomenal director. Again, the movies I listed earlier, Edge of Darkness is one of the toughest damn movies I have ever seen in my life. That's actually got some scenes that are pretty tough to watch. But it was great. It was a great mystery film, and so is this. So, my grade for The Foreigner, I should say, is a 3 out of 5. I really enjoyed it. I can't say there was enough action. I wish there was just a little bit more. What you got out of it, though, was great performances from Jackie Chan and Pierce Brosnan. Pierce Brosnan especially. I mean, Brosnan he brings it home in this movie. He is fantastic. And I really hope he does more films like this, because he's outstanding in it. But I really like to see him in action. I really wish we got to see an action scene with Pierce Brosnan in this, because he's still got it, man. He still looks good. He can do it. I love The November Man. I thought that was a really good action film with him in it. And I think he can do more stuff like that. Whether he wants to do it, it's his choice. But I will say, I would pay to see Pierce Brosnan do another movie with Martin Campbell. I love these two guys together, and they really do gel. They get each other, and it shows in this. Jackie Chan, again, is awesome. But at his age, I can understand why they didn't have him do tons of stuff, but when you see him do some of the stunts in this movie, it's him, and that is fantastic. And even though it was just a little Jackie Chan action goes a long way. So anyway, that's my review of The Foreigner. I want to say thank you for coming back to the channel. As always, if you enjoyed this review, please subscribe to my channel and hit the like button if you enjoyed it. Until next time, I'm Andrew Cavanaugh. Thank you for coming back to Cavanaugh's Corner. Have a good night.